Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over what the Biden administration has planned for us, proposal. Now please, a big emphasize is this is just a proposal, it is a plan. It still has to go through the Senate to the House of Representatives before it can be anything. There might be some pushback here and forth where it's already been reports. There's a lot of going back and a lot of negativity, but let's stay positive. I want to give a big shout out to all the shovelers and truckers. I know in my local area it snowed, and thanks for paving all the streets. But other than that, let's get to it for what you came here for. So the plan is called American Rescue Plan Package. It is a ticket price of $1.9 trillion, a little less than two, but very funny as this was proposed back when the Democrats and Republicans were going back and forth. But alrighty, so also something worth mentioning that I just found out is yesterday, it was Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, 92 years old, 92 years ago. He was born. I know his official day of celebration here in the United States is on Monday, the 18th. Give a big shout out to him and his time. So let's get to it. So there's going to be $350 billion allocated for the state and local government aid. This is essentially keeping all the essential workers in place. Policemen, firemen, teachers, you name it. Just a few here to list. There's also going to be a whopping $30 billion in additional rental assistance. Yes, another whopping money. I know that past December there was 25. Plus, if this bill as is written passes, another 30. They'll put it right around 55, which goes right around there with some high-end economists, Moody's and whatnot, that we're 70 billion, give or take, short on assistance. Obviously, yeah, there you go. I just mentioned that right there. I just reading my own words. $5 billion for fund to pay for people that may qualify for paying specifically utilities, water, and of that nature. Just a fund. I don't know the details just yet. This is just preliminary. There's a lot of iron in the details yet. Also, they'll wanting to extend the rental eviction because, if you didn't know, the current rental eviction as of right now is it ends January, end of January of 2021. So they want to extend it all the way to September. One thing mentioning, most of these dates these funny dates are going to be pushed all the way to September. It's the U.S. fiscal year end expenditure, so they figured to kick the can all the way down to September. They also want to extend all the way to September and increase the federal level unemployment benefit to $400. That means gig workers, self-employeds, small business owners, the bottom line, as long as you get income via 1099 form, you should be able to qualify this. This goes on top of what your state offers. Now, I know there is some states that may not want to participate or whatnot, but we'll get into that in a different video. Mortgage forbearance, another great topic. I have not made a video, but I plan to stay tuned. I'll be making a video about mortgage forbearance. If all of you that has not known, a quick overview essentially is for all the homeowners or landlords that have properties that they felt that they were unsure or they felt like they were directly or indirectly affected by COVID. They can essentially have a certain period of time from up to a year of not paying for certain loans. Stay for details for the video coming up on that. But essentially, they want to extend this to all the way to September as well of 2021. Also, the SNAP benefits, they were briefly boosted at 15%. They're soon to expire somewhere in the mid of the year of 2021. They also want to keep that boost and extend it all the way to September of 2021. So this is very great news. It feels like it's Christmas all over again with all these proposals. Let me just flip the page here of my notes. So now the juicy stuff, what I know most of you are very interested is the checks. It has been confirmed as of right now. Like I mentioned in a previous video, it is going to be the difference of the $2,000. So they already sent you $600 minus the difference of $2,000. That'll be an extra $1,400 per qualifying adult. And any dependent, it doesn't matter if it's under the age of 17, college students, seniors, as long as they're dependent on the household when you're filing, you should be able to get another extra whopping $1,400. Now, there's a lot of negativity on here that some people is like, yeah, that's too much, that's not targeted enough. Or there's some politicians saying, hey, no, you said $2,000, we should get a whole $2,000, not the difference. Also, we're not sure if you're going to be able, if the government or IRS is going to use your 2019 or 2020 taxes. information to qualify for this, or there might be a high probability that, since all of this in the middle of the tax season and whatnot for the U.S., they may just want you to claim it in the 2021. So we'll stay tuned for the details. Other details that is not haven't been disclosed yet is if there's any income threshold, because I know previously, if you've been following politics and whatnot, there was, hey, this is not target enough. This is all these people making half a million to 300 are gonna get. This is not fair. So they make a change here. Okay. Now another great one that a lot of people are not mentioning very much is child tax credit. The child tax credit, the Biden administration or Biden want to propose that to increase the tax credit and give a bonus for certain household or parents that have a certain children, certain age. So here as it goes. The old is any child 17 and under, it's $2,000. They want to bump it up to a $3,000 if your kid is under the age of 6 or 17. Now it'll make a sense. It'll make a sense here in a minute. Now you'll be able to get that bonus, so it's essentially $1,000 more. Now for if you have a child dependent from the age of 1 or age, whatever the birth to up to age 5, you will get an additional $600 extra. So that's a potential $3,600 per child if they're 5 years or younger. Now if they're 6 years to 17, it's $3,000, but it's a significant bump. Now some of these, I'll be making another video that you want to be careful when you file taxes, or you want to make sure that you wait a little bit, but I'll be making a video on this. Also, the IRS has changed some information on when they'll be allowed to accept applications. You can apply it soon, but they'll be accepting applications to a certain date. I'll be making a video here quick shortly. Also, there will be more money, essentially a fund for people that are going homeless or nearly homeless to help them out. I'm sure. $25 billion for childcare providers and facilities. They want to incentivize, hey, get your kids, get parents back to work so the economy can start rolling and, everybody rocking and going out to vacations and restaurants and whatnot. They want to also give tax credits to those parents that spend that little extra money to give them to the child care. They want to give them tax credit. I'm thinking this is going to be more the people that are going to benefit this the most is for essential workers such as nurses, doctors, policemen, firemen, things of that nature that, I'm essential. I need to go out there. So I'm going to spend a little extra here. I'm thinking that, they're going to get that refunded in some type of credit or whatnot. Also paid sick leave. Paid sick leave of any nature or kind. I know that Biden administration wants to incentivize companies that if families or they're caring for a family or they're sick or there's kids or something like that, they want to provide money to the businesses so they can give it to the employees. So so you're not having a sick worker and a company or whatnot. They want to, hey, if you want to sick, we want to incentivize you to stay home, quarantine, or take care of, and then essentially kill a virus. Also, credits and refunds for businesses that do follow some of these is going to be some type of different incentives and whatnot for assisting the company for essentially saying, okay, stay home. We don't want you to be working here and sick and whatnot and contaminate everybody else. There's going to be billions of money for small business loans. This is going to be very amazing on top of whatever it's already been passed. So those terms and details are going to be going further. Also, grants. There has no discussion of what type of grants they're going to be or who's going to qualify for this. But grants for small businesses, essentially free money. I don't know what the qualifiers of it is now. There's a lot of detail still around it, but it's very nice that some of these. I'm sure there's going to be more targeted and whatnot for small businesses that were affected and whatnot. So the other thing is between 130 to 170 billion dollars to reopen schools, to implement STEPS programs and things like that from K through 12. Another thing to incentivize, hey, let's get kids back over there, open the economy so parents can do their thing and go to work. $160 billion for anything related for vaccines, producing it, research, testing, production, and distribution. The big fund for that. It's detailed a little bit more, but I just thought I figured I'd give it a big, round number. They also want to, at a federal level, implement a $15 hour at a federal level for all the companies and whatnot. So this is something really big. Why? Because this hasn't been touched or changed since 2009. The federal level minimum wage hasn't been touched and since 2009, so that's going to be neat. Also, they want to propose ending tip workers minimums. So what does that mean? Wages. So what does that mean? That means for like if you're a working in the hotels, in the travel, or you're a waiter or waitress, you get to pay. The restaurant could pay you slightly below the minimum wage, because with tips you'll make up the difference. So they want to eliminate that. They want to be like, no, we want to pay all those employees and waitresses minimum wage plus their tips. So that's going to be a great boost for that sector, because let's be honest, it's been more affected, and it's probably going to be a way to incentivize people to work in that sector, and and stuff like that. So that's going to be nice. And things that we did not hear anything of it just yet. It doesn't mean it might not get thrown in here, or it might not be down the road ironed in there, squeezed in there. But we did not hear any mention as of right now. Is the $10,000 student loan forgiveness portion, or extending the student loan forbearance, or increased pay for essential workers back like in the HEROES Act that was proposed. This is going to be part one of another bill that's going to come later, because there's nothing mentioned here of infrastructure, nothing for the solar energy or anything that I mentioned on a previous video. They're thinking the administration is probably put that on the next bill, probably towards spring or summer. But there you have it. That's the latest and greatest of this plan from Biden. I hope you liked the video. Again, this is Efren. I'm a licensed realtor in the state of Illinois. If you, for any reason, find yourself in the area and you wish some advice or counsel, please feel free to reach out, leave comments or an email. Or I'm a small investor, real estate investor. I have connections that if you happen to have a property that you want to get rid of or anything like that, I know I can find some solutions. You inherited, divorced, sadly, or you just don't, can't afford it no more. There might be some solutions. All right. At that, please subscribe to the channel, share it, and stay tuned for the next video. All right. Take care and have a beautiful day.